Omnivortex. Now that is a quite a new Finnish death metal name, and it's no wonder if you haven't really heard the band name before, because, well, to be honest, neither had I prior to getting the CD just like 2 days before the actual release date. And now what I have in my hands is the CD booklet and the CD case, and just finished the review listening for this one. This is released by a small label. I wasn't exactly sure if this is a band's own label, and doesn't really matter. What matters here that the album is now out. Here you have the Concord Music Company, and this is some 53 minutes of death metal in quite a dynamic, quite a distinctive style, I guess could be said, because the style really incorporates elements from various genres. The style is somewhat modern, definitely, and what Omnivortex is also doing is having some kind of a progressive layer of death metal here, present very much, and also incorporating different vocal styles from various genres. So this 5-man band is so new, it seems that they don't even have a metal archive site at the moment. I guess that will be updated soon after the album is out, and that is, well, your 20th of November 2020. I'm doing it on 19th of November, and so far no metal archive site out yet. So what we have here on the band's Bandcamp side is, well, it says it's going to be released on 20th, and only a couple of tracks is at the given moment for listening, but I hope that will be changed by the time this video gets to you, so that you can pretty much figure out what's going on. Now, like I said, this is an interesting death metal release in so many ways, because the band is actually having kind of a progressive elements from the death metal side. They definitely have their more traditional death metal riffing. They go fast, they go slow, they go mid-tempo. So there's a lot of variety with the music. And sometimes it seems like the band is flirting a little bit with the more technical side of death metal. And while there's nothing wrong with that, it's of course a very, very different field of music, because you really have to handle your instruments really well, and also at the same time need to make those compositions interesting and worthwhile. And that is with so many bands kind of come tumbling down, because it's not so easy to make technical and progressive metal and also very, very interesting. You kind of either one have to choose for the catchier stuff or then the more technical nature. You really can't have both. I mean, unless you're really, really talented like the past Chuck Schuldiner of Death. Also, what is going on with Omnivortex is that they have these very basic, kind of a nice, dark, growly vocals, but they also have screamer parts, which are then again kind of a reminiscent of black metal style, but they all have these kind of a shouting parts, which is more like not exactly grunting, not exactly growling, but more like deep, manly shouting vocals. And they're all put together just, I guess, to create this variety, which then again really doesn't hurt that much. I mean, if you can handle whatever you're doing. But what in my opinion is a little bit of a flaw here with this album is that it's not exactly the most catchy of them all. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's going all over places in such a tempo that it's hard to kind of get that all going on and, you know, put it into one box. Or I'll try with a comparison that is maybe more understandable what I'm trying to say here. Say, you know, agricultural systems. You have water designed to go into certain places, and, you know, as such, water the plants and stuff like that. It's very controlled. You know what's going on. You know, you're basically creating tiny rivers and all that stuff. Well, this is more like a big mass of water just bursting down, going all over places in all the possible ways, in all the possible directions, and it's like very uncontrollable, or like a, you know, big amount of sand. You just drop it and it goes like poof. It's not like, hey, we want to go with there, not here, not most certainly not here, not there, but just like these two ways maybe. And that is where Omnivortex is become kind of a difficult to handle. I mean, it seems like the band is losing the control versus being on the top of that. And this chaotic nature might not be for everybody. I'm a little bit personally divided with the album. I kind of like what the band is going on with their progressive elements, little bit technicalities, having these variety of vocals. But then again, these songs going all over the places makes me feel like these guys don't really have the control over the compositions. So it's more like they have cool riffs, cool ideas, cool ways to execute, rather decent sound, but the songs are too much all over the place to really get my undivided attention. So while it's kind of very likable and definitely has some nice ideas, it's still a little bit too much work in progress for my taste. Now, obviously, everybody has their own opinion about the music, and if you don't have a problem with more kind of a modern set of death metal, I don't think there's a reason to skip this one. Just don't expect very well-structured death metal and you're good to go. That being said, take a look at the band's Bandcamp site and go figure for yourself. This is all from Rauta. Take care. Bye bye.